Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So I got another deck profile for you guys today. This time it's on my hero deck, and let's just say I'm really happy I didn't upload this yesterday because I had actually made a video already, but the new ban list dropped and I was like, oh great, now I'm gonna have to start all over. So Stratos is finally back at 3 as well as Malicious. I've been wanting Malicious back at 3 as well as Stratos, so now the deck's even stronger. Now keep in mind the ban list doesn't take effect till next week, so this deck's not necessarily legal. So if you want to like play heroes at like a regional or local around your area, definitely go with my previous build. But this is mainly post October 2019 ban list. But anyway, so yeah, the deck definitely got a lot stronger. It's definitely a lot more consistent now, especially because like plasma is so much easier to make. I mean, a lot more than it ever was before, because Ferris definitely helped it out. Bringing out Destiny Hero Dystopia is a lot more consistent too. So like you just got a lot of extension now, so I think that's what's so great about this deck. Now this deck is a bit of a glass cannon, so just know that it can burn out pretty quickly. So try to manage your resources wisely, and try not to overextend. Because if you get hit with that Nibiru card, it's gonna be hard to recover. So yeah. Anyway, let me go and show you what I got this time around. So this deck is built to go first and second, so the possibilities are there now. So yeah. So starting off, going to be playing 3 copies of Stratos. Like I said, he's back at 3. He deserves it. So good way to search out all your hero monsters, and can also destroy spells and traps as long as you control another hero monster. So, or up to the number of hero monsters you control. So definitely a good way just for back row removal. I'm playing 2 Shadow Mist just because she gives you instant access to your mass change, and sometimes you definitely need that like a lot. Especially if you want to get Dark Loyal, which is a one-sided Macrocosmo. And now with Stratos back at 3, you only need to play Solid Soldier at 1, because he takes up your normal summon. His effect only works when he's normal summon anyway. But also the fact that most people are like finding ways to get rid of the normal summon, like Solemn cards. So yeah, like I got hit with Solemn Judgment a lot with this card. So yeah, like that's actually like the only reason why you only need 1. Or if you can go back to 2 and 2, you can do that too. So, yeah, I mean, Solid Soldier at 1, I think is all you really need. He just comes up whenever you need to. And then the last of our elemental heroes, playing 1 Honest Neos, just, gives your hero monsters a power boost, just to enable that OTK strategy. So, that's all you'll need. Alright, so now we're moving on to the Vision Hero package. You gotta play 3 Ferris. This card actually spiked up a little bit in price, so if you haven't gotten them, I would suggest getting them now before they rise up more. But it's a free summon as long as you discard 1 other hero monster, and you can place a Vision Hero to your spell and trap card zone. So this card basically gets you 3 monsters in literally just 1 turn. So Vision Hero Ferris, definitely an amazing opener and probably the best extender piece aside from this card. Vision Hero Increase. Tribute 1 hero monster to special summon itself and 1 other Vision Hero, which mainly go for Vion. And yeah, it's just crazy. Next, 2 Vion. At first it was a brick because, the fact that we only had Malicious at 2, but now we have 3 of them, so opening up with Vision Hero Vion is not a bad thing, but you still mostly want to summon it out through the effect of Increase to dump that Malicious to the grave, and then Vion also gives you instant access to your polymerization, so just keep that in mind. Alright, so that's pretty much it for the Vision Heroes. Now we're going for Destiny Heroes. So Destiny Hero package, 3 Malicious. He's free now, so yes. I mean, honestly, he could have came back to 3 a long time ago, ever since they banned Summon Sorceress, which honestly I didn't think they needed to ban that card, but whatever. But yeah, Malicious at 3, definitely great. Like I said, it helps bring out Dystopia a lot more consistently now. It's an amazing extender, just helps you link climb to your extra hero monster, so yeah, definitely a necessary piece. 1 Celestial, draws you 2 cards as long as you have no cards in hand, but you can't use it on the turn he was sent to the graveyard. 1 Dynatag, and of course, bringing back Plasma because it negates the effects of all monsters your opponent controls. So it's a good way to out the Thunder Dragon boards. So, and not to mention, he also acts as a Thousand Eyes Restrict, so it takes control of your opponent's monsters too. And just because, I'm almost at the end of my monsters, we'll go and show the hand traps. 3 Ash Blossom, literally the best generic hand trap there is, and it just got a reprint in Dual Devastator, which hopefully I'll get a box opening up for you guys by tomorrow. So yeah. Alright, so now we're moving on to the spells. Gotta play 3 E-Call. This is mandatory. Need to get an access to that Stratos, or your Solid Soldier if you already opened up with him, or even Shadow Mist too, so yeah. Next, a hero lives. Honestly, this card could probably come back to 3 too. I mean, the cost is pretty hefty. Pay half your life points to special summon a hero monster from your deck. It's not a once per turn, maybe that's why it's at 1, but honestly I felt like this was a little unfair. I mean, heroes could be at full power now. 1 Rhoda, and moving on to the fusion cards now. Got play 3 Fusion Destiny. Most of the time you'll most likely just play 1 in 1 duel, but every now and then you may potentially play a second one. And now that we have Destiny Hero Malicious back at 3, you have more resources to use up, so just keep that in mind. 3 Mass Change, of course, you definitely want to get into your masked heroes. I'm actually main decking my Super Polys now. I'm only running 2 though, because the third one felt kind of clunky. And half the time I actually did open up with all 3, and I was like, it's true your opponent, can't respond to it, but then if you have no monsters to summon into, then Super Poly, like I said, can be a little clunky. Honestly, I think they could have left it at 2. They didn't really need to put it back at 3, but it is what it is. Still got 1 main polymerization. Definitely need to run the 1, like I said, it's searchable with Vision Hero Vion. Unfortunately, I did cut off Miracle Fusion. As much as I love that card, I had to cut it for right now. I may put it back in later and side out the Super Polys, but I'm still working with this build. So far, this build's working out for me, so yeah. And then moving on to Called by the Grave and Monster Reborn. Just because, just to bring back one of your fusion monsters if you really needed to, so never hurts. Alright, so now we're moving on to the extra deck. Extra deck is, of course, 2 Cross Crusader. This brings back all your Destiny Hero monsters and also searches out hero monsters by tributing a Destiny Hero. Got Wonder Driver, which recycles your Mass Change, Polymerization cards, and Fusion cards. Dread Decimator just gives your heroes a power boost, and it really enables the effect of Dystopia. 2 Dark Law. I mean, like I said, he's a one-sided macrocosmos, so pretty self-explanatory. I'm still running 1 Anki just because he searches out Mass Change by destroying a monster in battle. And Masked Hero Blast just to bounce back your opponent's back row, and also he has 1 monster. Now, unfortunately, since I'm only running 1 Solid Soldier, I had to take off Deanne. And Deanne, I rarely brought it out, so that's why I decided to take off just temporarily. I mean, like I said, I could always bring it back later if I wanted to, but for now, I really like where this build is going. For my Destiny Hero Fusions, I got 1 Dangerous, and of course Dystopia. I feel like these were the best ones. The only Elemental Hero Fusion monster I'm running is Great Tornado. When he's summoned, he halves the attack and defense points of all your opponent's monsters. So basically like Blast, but he affects every monster on the board, so... Well, of course, only the ones your opponent controls. So I think Great Tornado is definitely an amazing card, and plus, you could easily target him with Mass Change as well. And if your opponent happens to have Appaloosa on board, you can Super Poly Appaloosa with one of your elemental heroes and get this monster out for free. So this monster is insane. Playing Vision Hero Adoration and Trinity. Trinity definitely, for the OTK. And for your standard or Super Poly targets, Starving Venom and Dragus Depilia. Oh, one more thing I forgot to mention. Just keep in mind the reason I'm not running any other Link monsters is because Ferris and Fusion Destiny both have specific restrictions. Ferris only locks you out from summoning monsters from your extra decks of hero monsters, and Fusion Destiny locks you out from summoning dark hero monsters from your extra deck. So I forgot to bring that up, so I apologize for that. Alright, so side deck is pretty standard because, now that the meta is currently shifting. Still want to play 3 Nibiru. There's still going to be plenty of combo decks out there to deal with Orcus and Thunder Dragons, Artifact Lancia. You also got cards like Dark Ruler No More, which really help. I think Ultra Guys and Subterrors will definitely rise up a lot more too. Most likely Subterror mostly. So Twin Twisters and Red Reboot, only because heroes do have problems against back row heavy strategies. So I felt like these were the best cards to go with. So, I mean, that's really all there is to say. Well, hopefully you guys enjoyed this, and I will catch you guys again next time.